In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 different chart analyses to get you prepared for the week ahead. If you love the content as usual, leave a like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you're interested in learning to trade Forex like a professional, check out our course on Udemy. I have the link attached in the description below as well. So let's get started. So this is a gold chart on a 1 hour time frame, and from our analysis last week, we talked about the fact that gold is likely to take out the support level and also break out from this trend line, and we had exactly that. So this was our bearish case scenario to go short. I actually took this trade and made some profit from that. So right now we seem to be forming some sort of bearish continuation pattern, but before I discuss about this, I just want to give you a brief overview of what we have over here on gold. Mind you, this is a bearish trend on gold, the price creating a high, a lower high, another lower high over here. So we have no idea right now if price is going to maybe, come up to retest this area of value before dumping hard or, going higher. But right now we're going to work with what we have on chart. And what we have is a bearish continuation pattern on the 1 hour time frame. Now, why do I call this a bearish continuation pattern? The reason is because since we just had our bearish breakout from this support level corresponding with this trend line, consolidations like this after a bearish move usually signifies a bearish continuation. That if we indeed get a bearish breakout, and I think we are having just that on the gold charts. So I'm going to expect a breakout on Monday, a small consolidation over here, and then a follow through. So my target is going to be around this area of value because we have price being rejected around this place, acting as a resistance level, now over here as a support level. So we might see some bounce here, followed by another consolidation before maybe going lower or heading higher. So I'm bearish on gold right now, and I have no reason to be bullish at the moment, right? So that's the reason why I'm going to be sticking with my bearish bias and see what the market does. Mind you, we might also open on Monday, see some, bullish move to the upside, just to, take out some traders who got into early before we get that bearish move to the downside. But the point is getting the best possible entry in line with your risk management. So if I was to go into this trade, I'm going to go short around these price levels. If we do see a follow through from the current, price action trading below this mild trend line. So my entry is going to be around this price level over here, and my stop loss, surprisingly enough, is going to be around these highs. This high trade, because this is the next. When price go above this high, it means there's a good chance we're going to go higher. But meanwhile, price could, come to this level and go up, make a lower high before eventually going down. So I give the trade enough room to breathe. That's why I usually use wide stop losses like this. But another reason that would maybe probably give me a better risk to reward ratio would be watching out for price to create something like this, give us some sort of consolidation like this before eventually breaking to the downside. So in this case, when I pick my entry, my stop loss is going to be above this immediate consolidation, okay, the new most recent highs. So this is how I trade to give me that clear zone, set my stop loss in order for me not to get stopped at too early. And my first target is going to be around these lows as discussed. Then I'm going to trade the rest of my positions as we go lower, or if we do get a reversal. But I'm going to take out most of my position at this price level, watch out what the price does, then get back in the market if we do get a continuation of the bearish movement. So this is briefly for gold. Up next we'll be talking about crude oil. So crude oil is something I've been watching out for over the past few days now, and we seem to be in a bullish trend, right? So this is just going to do this. So we've been in a massive bullish trend, and mind you, we have identified important area of value. So we have one here, there's an area of value, we have another one here, we have another one here, and one more over here. So right now we're going to be focusing on what we have over here, right? So I'm going to zoom in. So since we're in a bullish trend, we want to look for opportunities to go long, and I think crude oil right now is presenting us with such opportunity if we break out from this resistance level. So we have a very good resistance level, and I have my alert set above this resistance level. So I'm going to be going long aggressively if we take out this resistance level. That's if we get a good candle close above this resistance level, breaking out with volume, right? So I'm going to show what I mean. So I'm going to watch out for maybe a small consolidation over here, followed by a good breakout. The candle does not have to be as high as this, but you get the point. Okay, I'm just going to do that once more. So a good consolidation over here, followed by a breakout. So the breakout could look like this, and I'm going to go long because I'm probably going to set a penny order around this price level where I have my alerts. Okay, sometimes I like to go aggressive like that, but if I'm being more conservative, I'm going to wait for a candle close, then I'm going to go long. My stop loss is going to be below the consolidation that leads to the breakout, and I'm going to trail my position as we head higher, because I think crude oil is going to head a lot higher than this current price levels. So for the bearish case scenario, for those who wish to go short on crude oil, you could watch out for something like this, so a slow grind to the downside, then get a good consolidation around this area of value, and then a bearish breakout. This would be the only scenario in which I go short, but trust me, I'm not going to be going short in this trend, right? So my entry is going to be around these price levels. My stop loss is going to be around or above the consolidation, at least for the breakout, and my target is going to be around this area of value. So this is for those who wish to go short on crude oil. I really don't advise this, but if you intend to do that, this is what you should be watching out for. You could also pick the trend line like this, right? You could also do this to see what happens. So this will give you some sort of an ascending triangle, right? So I'm going to get rid of this so you see what I'm talking about. So if you take those lows and you get rid of this support level, so this gives you something like an ascending triangle, then you could watch out for something like this, you know, an oscillation, then before we get that bearish breakout. But even if we get something like this with a bearish breakout, you also have to note that there is an area of value here that you have to watch out for, because price could hit this level and then bounce to the upside. So this is briefly for crude oil, real quick. Next we'll be talking about US30. This is similar to what we have on NASDAQ, US50 and all that, but I think the US30 chart seems a lot cleaner, and you wouldn't be going into the same trade on US30, US50, NASDAQ at the same time. So just pick the chart that looks suitable for you and get those trades. So we have a good trend line over here with multiple touches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches. And I think there's a good chance this bullish trend might be coming to an end, but we're going to focus on what we have over here in order for us to, you know, spot at good trade opportunities for the week ahead. So this is the 4 hours time frame, mind you. So I'm going to go down to the 1 hour time frame so we can focus on the price action we have over here, right? So this is 1 hour time frame on crude oil, sorry, on US30, excuse me. So we had a good consolidation over here, a breakdown, so bearish breakout. We rode the price action all the way to this trend line. We reversed, retested this support level or this area of value, and we had a descending triangle with a bearish breakout that sent price all the way back to this trend line. Right now we seem to be consolidating, forming some sort of a bearish flag, right, which is also a bearish continuation pattern. So this is what I'll be watching out for to go short, because this doesn't look bullish to me. So I'm simply going to wait for price to, you know, probably retrace downwards, consolidate on this trend line, and give us that bearish breakout, right? So when I get something like this, I'm going to go short on US30, and I believe NASDAQ US50 is going to follow the same price movement. Okay, so though they may not, you know, form the same pattern, but price movement, price direction, it's likely going to be similar. But I'm focusing on US30 because it has a cleaner chart compared to what we have on NASDAQ and US50. So I'm going to wait for a breakout like this to go short. And when I go short, I know, yes, your question is, but we have a trend line over here. Why go short here when we have something here? So what I do is, when I go short over here, if this happens, or over here, wherever we break this trend line, I'm going to wait for price to get to this other major trend line from the 4 hours time frame, as I discussed earlier. So when we get here, then I'm going to adjust my stop loss to entry in order to, you know, safeguard the trade, just in case we have a reversal from this trend line, because I think there's a good chance we, you know, hit this price level, consolidate on this major trend line a little, then go short. So that's the reason why when we hit this trend line, I'm going to set my stop loss to my entry price to safeguard the trade, so I can therefore hold the trade and watch out to see if we indeed take out this trend line to head lower. So this is briefly for US30. I wouldn't be going long on this right now until I see a compelling reason to do so. But right now I'm going to be bearish, and I'm going to watch out for those price action to go short. So from the 3 charts we've taken a look at gold, crude oil, and US30. I'm bearish on gold, bearish on US30, and I'm bullish on crude oil. Okay, just if you're paying attention. Moving on, we'll be talking about EUR-USD. This is something we also discussed about last week. We talked about how price could, you know, take out this channel support level of the channel, and we had exactly that. So if you followed our weekly analysis last week, you would have been in the morning, right? So now that we've taken out these lows from the support of the channel, what do we watch out for next? I don't think it's logical to expect a bullish run right now on EUR-USD, okay? So the more logical thing to pay attention to is waiting for a consolidation and then a bearish breakout. So this is known as a bearish continuation pattern, as I've explained several times. So it's similar to what we have over here. You can see we had a bearish move and we had a consolidation, which is a bearish continuation pattern, and then a bearish move. We had another one here, then we have a bearish move, right? So it's expected, or it's normal, logical to expect a bearish consolidation over here before we go lower. Meanwhile, the market may decide to go lower immediately, okay? But for you to get the best confirmation with your trades and the best trade entries with better risk to reward ratio, it's best to wait for these consolidations, because they are signs as to what the market is expected to do, okay, or how the market is expected to react. Mind you, we have a good area of value over here, so I would be paying attention to this if you are going to be trading EUR-USD. So consolidation, okay, breakouts, and when we get into this area of value, you can adjust your stop loss to entry to safeguard your trade in case we have or we get a reversal from this price levels, right? But my major target will be around these lows, right? Because over here we have this area of value, right? So we have this support level 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have multiple touches over here. So this will act as a significant area of value where we can start hoping to see very significant bullish move to the upside. So right now I'm still bearish on EUR-USD. So all you have to do is wait for that consolidation, bearish breakout to go short in continuation of the bearish move we've had over these price levels, right? Which also took at the support level of the channel, right? So that's it briefly for EUR-USD. Moving on, we're going to be talking about GBP-USD. So this is the last chart we'll be talking about in this video. So as discussed last week as well, since last week we had so many nice trades, and unfortunately I didn't really take any of these trades because I was busy. But I know I took a few trades on gold, crude oil, and Nasdaq, as the case may be. So as I was saying, this is a bearish trend on GBP-USD. So we can, wait for a consolidation as usual, and then a bearish breakout to go short. So this is what I'll be watching out for on GBP-USD, similar to what we just discussed on EUR-USD. And my target is going to be around this area of values where I'm going to look forward to opening those long positions if we get a clear confirmation that we're going higher. Meanwhile, for now, I'm still bearish. I'm just going to wait for these consolidations to go short. And this week, I wouldn't be trading any currency pairs. I will be trading just gold, crude oil, and US30, Nasdaq, or US50, as the case may be. So that's it briefly for this week's analysis. If you love the content once more, please like, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comment section. If you're interested in learning trade forex like a professional, check out our course on Udemy. We have the link attached in the description below. And we're currently, running a sale, so you get a discount for getting the course with a link in the description below. And if you're not part of our Discord community, it's totally free. Also use the link in the description below to join our Discord. You get to interact with so many intelligent traders within our community. That's it from me, guys. See you next week.